Guys, it finally happened. I finally got my first ever 20 kills in Apex. I've gotten like 17 kills in the past, 18 kills. I think I even got 19 kills at one point, but I've never actually managed to get 20 kills in one game in Apex until today. I wasn't even going for 20 kills in this gameplay. I also wasn't recording, so the quality of this video might be a bit trash. I actually had to use the inbuilt PlayStation 4 recording software to get this gameplay to you guys. But I was just relaxing, playing some Apex, and this gameplay just managed to happen. I was also playing with a random as well. It was duos, it wasn't trios, and this gameplay just magically happened, guys. So I'm gonna give you guys some basic general tips on how to get like more kills in Apex, because the current skill-based matchmaking environment that Apex has, it makes it kind of difficult to do good all the time, because some games are just way too sweaty and you really can't do much in those games, right? But I can give you guys some general tips to improve and to potentially get your first 20 kill gameplay as well in Apex. I also want to talk about skill-based matchmaking just one more time, because Respawn finally addressed it. They talked about it in an interview, and they finally gave us some insight as to why skill-based matchmaking is so aggressive right now in Apex. So if you guys do happen to enjoy, be sure to leave a like and subscribe if you're new. We're on the road to 25k, and even if you guys just leave a like on this video, it helps me out so much. So yeah, do what you guys want to do, leave a like if you want, but if you do enjoy, I'd appreciate a like and a subscribe. Alright, so let me give you guys some basic tips, some simple tips on how to improve in Apex, because the most simple tips, the basic tips honestly, are the most important ones to have. So first up guys, if you want to get more kills, if you want to even get a 20 kill gameplay in Apex, a 15 kill gameplay in Apex, who knows, if you just want to get like a certain amount of kills in a game, the best thing to do is to just don't go for it and just play the game naturally. Don't try to like force a specific gameplay, because what I've actually found is that every single time I've been close to getting 20 kills in this game, I actually was not going for a 20 kill gameplay. And the exact same thing happened in this gameplay. As you guys can see, I actually wasn't even recording, I was just playing the game naturally, and for some reason I managed to get 20 kills. So when you guys are playing Apex as well, don't try to force a gameplay, because what happens is you make a lot more mistakes, you might play a bit too aggressive, and you basically overthink every single action you're making in a game. So just play the game normally, don't try to force anything, and if it's meant to happen guys, trust me, it will happen in that game. I've seen so many videos talking about how you need to have a squad to get a 20 kill gameplay in Apex, and honestly guys, you don't, because I was playing solo. This was a random in the game. I was basically using my pings a lot and just trying to call out as much as I can. So you can definitely get a 20 kill gameplay by yourself as a solo player. It might take a bit longer, but it still is very possible. Now a next tip I have for you guys is even more simple, and this is to just practice. It may sound so cliche, it may sound real easy, but honestly guys, if you want to get 20 kills in a game, you have to win 20 gunfights, and that's a lot of gunfights to win. Every single gunfight you get into in Apex will be different. Some gunfights may require you to have more gun skill, more aim, and some gunfights may just require you to like outplay your enemies in the mind and like know how to like, you know, use your brain basically to like outplay an enemy, right? So every single gunfight calls for a different set of skills in this game. The reason you want to practice and just play as much as possible, because the more gunfights you're in, the more you practice, the more you know how to deal with those gunfights if they come around again. If you guys look at this gameplay real closely, I'm playing very confident, I'm playing like if I know what I'm doing, because I've seen these scenarios in many other gameplays as well. I've played it before. I might make a simple mistake now and then, but it's not gonna like ruin the gameplay, because I just understand how the game is gonna progress, how enemies tend to play, and that just comes with practice guys. Honestly, just play the game, practice as much as you can, and when the time is right, when you get that perfect lobby, you can easily get a 20 kill gameplay as well. So for you guys who have been trying for so long to get a 20 bomb in Apex, keep trying, don't give up, it's very much possible. And if you manage to actually get a 20 kill gameplay after watching this video, be sure to send me a message over on Twitter or just like tweet me, because I really want to see if you guys take these tips and, you know, use them to improve your gameplay. So hopefully this helped, and yeah, I wish you guys all the best in trying to get some 20 kill gameplays. Alright, so now let's talk about the state of skill-based matchmaking in Apex, because I think one of the most difficult things about trying to do good in this game right now is the aggressive matchmaking that it has. I think everyone watching this video by now should know what skill-based matchmaking is. It basically prioritizes skill over connection in the matchmaking process, so that's why when you play Apex today, Every single person is a TTV rate, every single person has like a pret trail, and it's just a very sweaty environment right now to play in. This lobby actually wasn't that bad. It still had some very good players in it, but it wasn't nearly as bad as most of my lobbies right now in Apex. Now a game director at Respawn, his name is Chad Grenier. I'm probably saying that name wrong. I'm just gonna say Chad. He actually talked about the current state of skill-based matchmaking and why it's in the game, and he basically said that skill-based matchmaking has been in Apex since launch. He also said that they did multiple tests. They actually turned off skill-based matchmaking in certain regions, and when they did that, it negatively impacted the game. So allegedly, and I say allegedly for a reason, allegedly Respawn has concrete evidence that skill-based matchmaking benefits the game. It benefits like the play time, the player retention and stuff when they actually have this in game, right? Now here's my theory on this, right? This is kind of very common sense to me, but the reason why people might think, or the devs might think, that this benefits the game is because obviously if someone is brand new playing Apex, right, and they play against bots and they manage to do good, they manage to get like 5 kills, 6 kills and they win the game, obviously those new players will play the game again. It makes sense. I understand why Respawn thinks this way. It does make sense, but in the long term I can tell you that this will definitely negatively impact the game, because casual players and new players are very important in a game. Of course they are, but it's really the hardcore players, the streamers, the content creators and stuff who keeps this game, the name Apex Legends, alive. There's so many game studios out there right now that just don't understand how important it is to actually, you know, treat the hardcore fan base with a certain level of respect, because all this guy really talked about was how skill-based matchmaking benefits new players. He never really touched on how skill-based matchmaking affects hardcore players and people who actually invest time and energy into playing Apex. And in my opinion, this sends a very bad message, right? It makes it look as if Respawn does not care about hardcore fans, hardcore players, and all they care about is the new players and making money off of those new players, right? That's what it sounds like to me. I've seen so many content creators, so many Twitch streamers, so many just like hardcore fans of this game complain about how skill-based matchmaking is ruining the experience and making it extremely sweaty, especially as a solo player, right? And for some reason Respawn doesn't want to acknowledge that. They don't really talk about that side of it. All they talk about is how it makes the player retention go up, it makes casual players happy. That's really all Respawn focuses on. And while it does make sense from like a business standpoint, guys, from a moral standpoint, to me at least, it just doesn't really seem right that the ones who really support your game, the ones who really play your game and actually invest time and energy and money into your game, because they make up the minority of players, you don't care about them. All you care about is the casuals, who obviously make up the majority, right? So that's my opinion on what Respawn had to say about skill-based matchmaking. Again, I do understand why it's in the game. It does make sense from a business standpoint, it does make complete sense, but I think Respawn still needs to be a bit more transparent about why it's so important for them to have skill-based matchmaking so aggressively in Apex. I also think that there needs to be some sort of like fix or some sort of compromise in the system, because I'm not sure how much of you guys play Apex every single day. I mean, I don't really play every single day. I play like, I would say once every other day, and I play for about 4 hours on that day. But skill-based matchmaking is very obvious. If I play ranked right now, I'm currently gold in ranked, right? If I play ranked, the matches are much easier than pubs, and to me that makes no sense, because pubs is pubs for a reason and ranked is also ranked for a reason. It doesn't make sense to have 2 ranked playlists in a game. So that's my rant, right? I think that Apex could be way more fun, for me at least, if skill-based matchmaking was just changed a bit, but I don't think that Respawn will ever change it. I think we have to deal with that at this point, and at least I still managed to get this gameplay, right? So I can't really complain too much. It's whatever, right? So I'm gonna leave you guys to watch the rest of this gameplay now. Let me know your thoughts on the current state of skill-based matchmaking in Apex, and also tell me if the tips I gave you guys at the beginning of the video were helpful. I hope you guys enjoyed. Be sure to leave a like and subscribe, and enjoy the rest of the gameplay. I'll see you guys in some more Apex. Till next time.
seconds left. Reloading.